I'm Ilana Lorraine from Mojave Entertainment Magazine, or Me Magazine, and you are watching Me Time, where it's all about me. And here to share her me time is Lisa McClung, who is a local photographer from Kingman, Arizona. When did you begin your love for photography?
When I was 8 years old. I'm 49 now, so I can tell you that's been a long time since I wanted. My first camera was a 110 film camera, and the minute I looked through the lens and saw the world differently, I was hooked. I've been taking pictures ever since then.
Awesome, awesome. Did you have your parents help you with that? Or
No, I was in foster care most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to stay with my grandma for the summer, so it actually took me away when I always managed to get my hand on the camera, so it kind of took me away from my life and showed me a whole new world.
And what kind of photography do you like doing the most?
I do love portraiture. As you can see, most of my work is portraiture, but I have this insane, crazy flower fetish. I love to photograph flowers. I like to spend hours in a botanical garden or a memorial garden and just shoot everything that's low to the ground. The lower the better. I just think there's a lot of beautiful things down there. Everyone's always looking up or getting the whole scene. I prefer the details of something. That's why I like portraiture too, because you get the eyes in there. It's all about the detail. I prefer things like inanimate objects, more like artistic, abstract. I like taking pictures of buildings, but not the whole building, corners of the building, a window, or the rock in front of the building. I like to get low to the ground. I like to shoot low. I mean, if I can catch a bird, if he's sitting still for an extended period of time, then yes. And I prefer to do portraitures, people, or things that aren't moving.
Something different, not for every day.
Everyone does flowers. A lot of people do birds. A lot of people do children and animals, and I prefer to show them something a little different, like that pretty little rock in the stream. Not the whole stream, that little rock that's hanging down at the bottom of the stream. I'd rather photograph that than the whole stream itself.
That's nice, yeah. It catches, I think, people's attention too.
Too bad we don't have any streams here in Kingman.
Well, sometimes during the monsoons, maybe.
Yeah, I get out there and chance it and
Yeah.
tie a rope around my waist and hope I don't get washed away.
There you go, yeah. Who do you prefer to photograph? Do you like the children better? The adults?
Children are cute, they're fun, but they don't sit still. And it takes a lot more time. I'd rather have somebody who has the patience. I want to be able to capture the soul to the eyes. Children, but when you get lucky with kids, when you get a good shot with children, it's the most amazing photograph because you can see their beauty and the soul reflected right there, but it's also the same with adults. But see, I like to take my time. I want my images to be sharp. I want people to see what's in the depth of those eyes, so I prefer to shoot adults.
What kind of photography do you do?
I
like weddings or anything?
I don't shoot weddings.
Okay.
Weddings take too long, and after a while, it's just a constant thing to me. There's people that specialize in that. I like modeling. I specialize in modeling. I want everyone to feel beautiful, and the modeling for me is not just about someone who's beautiful on the outside, but their personality has to shine through. They could be a size 0 or they could be a size 18. I don't care, as long as they bring that personality, shining through. It's all about the eyes. So everybody can be a model. Anybody can do fashion modeling. I prefer that. That's why I like to do senior shoots and modeling and group shoots that I do, because it's all based on personality, and then the photographer's job is to capture that in it. So the photographer has to bring out the good qualities of somebody. If you have a photographer that's not going to, doesn't know how to do that, you're not going to really get the true personality or emotion from the model.
Exactly.
Then you might as well just leave. Just call it a day.
Exactly. Now, if you can pick anyone to photograph, past or future, present, who would it be?
Well, as I mentioned before in our conversations past, I'm not a starstruck person, so it's not really anybody in particular I'd want to photograph. But I would want to photograph someone of substance and meaning, like the Dalai Lama or Pope. I want somebody who's been out there, Mother Teresa, somebody who travels the world promoting good. I just want to see what they're like. I think they would be much more interesting to shoot than somebody that everybody sees all the time.
Right.
I'd rather just get a little old guy walking across the road in Vietnam with his little hat and photograph him than Tom Cruise. Nothing against Tom Cruise, but I'd rather do that. But if there's one person that I could photograph now, she's actually a model out in North Carolina. Her name's Kristen Robertson. She has a Marilyn Monroe personality, and that's why I was drawn to her. She's kind of unattainable.
Okay.
But maybe someday.
Yeah. You never know. Yeah.
That would be nice.
If someone wants to hire you for a session, how would they get a hold of you, and how do you handle that?
Actually, most of my business is word of mouth. I have never advertised. I Everything's through Facebook, my Lisa McClung photography page. I'm also on Wix, but that's going to be closed down soon, so you can either give me a call or just contact me there.
And what advice can you give somebody who wants to do photography?
I would say make the effort to learn it. Go to school, study it. Don't just buy a camera, open up a Facebook page, throw out some business cards, and call yourself a photographer. That's not the way to do it. You have to learn the basics. You have to know how the shutter speed works with the ISO and your aperture opening. You have to know about white balance. You have to know about posing, about location, about people, about the business side. You need to be licensed. You got to have insurance in case your model falls and breaks her nose. You have to insure your equipment. You can't just have. You have to have more than one camera. You need more than one camera. What if you're on a wedding shoot and your camera breaks? Oh well, I've seen that happen before. I've seen people. My advice: study and learn. And when you feel that you can wake up and you go outside and you can pick out your lighting just by looking out there, you know exactly where your camera settings are going to be, then you're ready.
That's a lot.
But that's just only my opinion. It's just because I worked so hard, I spent so much time and money studying, I spend so many nights, as does anybody in this room. We study, we work. It's discipline. You have to be disciplined to be a photographer. You can't just go willy-nilly and start charging people. You have to really know what you're doing. You have to be able to connect with people, and that's the most important thing right there. Personality. If you're a wet blanket and you expect to bring a kid to light and make them smile, good luck with that. So you really have to bring all that together to create a combination that people don't want to come back to you for.
Exactly.
You know, you earn the respect of the other photography community too if you know what you're doing and know what you're talking about. So that's my advice. And then don't give up, of course. I'm not saying this to discourage. You cannot give up if it's something that you really want to do. But you have to be passionate about it because and some people think it's a dying art in some ways. And it is. It's a whole new generation. But I'm a firm believer, back to the basics. You gotta have the basics. And just to be able to do it, you got it. I always stick with the basics. And then your creative flair comes out. So that's my advice. Just know what you're doing, basically.
Yeah, that's wonderful advice. And with that, if anyone needs a photographer in a future session or anything, please get in contact with Lisa McClung Photography. She's the right person for the job. Thank you so much for joining us on Me Time and sharing your Me Time with us.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. And thank you for watching Me Time, where it's all about me.